underscore Immel.
That's so crazy.
So here we go. We're moving to the men. Freestyle 57 kilos. It's going to be a great bracket. We've got great guys up and down the lineup.
The one thing about the smaller brackets, every matchup is incredible.
Absolutely.
It's like, Tyler
There's no
Graff,
watered down bracket in this tournament.
No, every match matters, and we are underway, 57 kilogram quarterfinal action because we're starting in the quarters. That's Angel Escobedo in the red, Tyler Graff in the blue. Graff qualified by winning a regional. Escobedo, I believe, a wild card selection, which speaks to the depth. These guys couldn't qualify, by placing at the Open. And, Escobedo's been 5th in the world. Graff, of course, 4-time All-American and NCAA finalist, cutting down to 57 kilograms. He's so good on his feet. He's got so many ways to score.
Well, it should be noted, Graff wrestled 57 at the Open, didn't place in the top 5, right?
Right.
He wrestled 61 at the
regional
qualifier, the regional, won that, and then he elected to bump down, which if you qualify at a regional, you can bump down.
You can go any way you
select your weight. And it should be noted, Tyler Graff, not exactly the easiest road. He's probably got the toughest draw in this bracket. He's got world 5th place finisher Angel Escobedo. Should he win, world 5th place finisher Nick Simmons. Should he win, he'd take on the winner of the bottom side,
probably
which
Cologne
is
or McDonough.
Yeah, one of those guys. So, he's got a tough draw, but excellent year for him. I mean, he won the Dave Schultz International, which all of these guys were in. Simmons was in, Escobedo was in. So he won that tournament. He's capable of winning here today. Can he put it all together, though? We've seen him, hot and cold almost.
Yeah, and one thing with Graff is we'll see him score. He can put a lot of points on the board. It's putting a complete match together, putting a complete tournament together. That's going to be the challenge for him. And like you said, his work's going to be cut out for him here. So he's going to have a hammer at every step of the way. But the same is true for McDonough. The same is true for Cologne. And to a lesser degree, Simmons, who has a bye in the first round. So we see a single leg fired off by Graff. Good sprawl there from Escobedo. Escobedo, of course, an assistant coach at Iowa State. He was an NCAA champion for Indiana. 4-time All-American, all that good stuff.
And another thing to note about Graff is he wrestled less than 2 weeks ago at the universities.
And he won.
At 57. He won that tournament. That was actually his 2nd university title. But, is that a case of where he's getting more matches in and that's good for him? Or is it, he's grinding, he's wrestling a lot?
Right.
How does that play a factor? And it looks like we've got a shot clock here, Escobedo on the shot clock.
So Angel's going to have 30 seconds to score, or he will give up a point here as he goes 2-on-1, and Graff fires off a shot over under position. And Graff getting those hips back there. Not going to give Escobedo that angle. Escobedo snaps and clears. And that's time. Man, that was a quick 30 seconds. Holy cow.
It was, wasn't it?
That was unbelievable. So, yeah, there's a point. Graff strikes first,
and
sort of.
What we notice is we talk about that strategy a lot of, do you pick up your offense, do you wrestle the same? And I think we saw similar actions between the two guys on that shot clock.
There's a shot. Looking go behind is Escobedo. Looking for an angle, trying to pass that arm by. Gets to a quad pod, almost kind of sort of coming behind, but he's only got 7 seconds to work for the finish. Nothing given yet. Graff's got to try to fight it. He doesn't want to give up a 4 here. And what's going to be the call? They're going to go 2 red, 4-2 confirmed. So it's going to be 2 for Escobedo, and he's going to take a 2-1 lead. And here comes the blue Angry Bird challenge brick. And these challenge bricks are going to be auctioned off at the end of the tournament to support, I believe, Wisconsin Youth Wrestling here. So we'll be talking about that throughout.
Yeah, they're going to be autographed by the world team. You see the Angry Bird right there. That's Blue. Bluey, as I like to call him.
Oh,
and
you're my boy, Blue.
Her. It looks like a her. We also have a red brick, too. So one on each mat. So donating to a good cause there.
So they went 4 red. So I don't know if they went 2 and 2.
Yeah, they went 2 and 2. That's what was called, 2 and 2.
Interesting.
Confirmed.
And so here we're going to get a look at it. as you see him get behind here. Let's see if that supporting point comes down. There it did, but was he behind?
Right,
I don't
that's the
think you
question.
can go 2 there.
You saw the official hold up 2 on that exchange.
And then,
So that's,
could that be 4?
that looks like 4 to me. So I think what you're looking at is it could be a 2 and a 4, which would make it 6-1, or it could be. I don't see any
anywhere
other way.
between 2 and 6 points. You could.
If Graff is on his feet in this tripod when Escobedo
right there, that
turns,
knee touches, but he's got to be all the way behind the hips. He was out to the side.
But from this situation, he's on his feet. He's on his feet. His head did touch.
This is a tough call.
As he rolls. So when his head touches, that's the 3rd supporting point. It doesn't have to be a knee. So that's a takedown.
Right.
Then he gets a turn. That's why they called it 2 and 2. So there you go. That's exactly what I just said is what they're going to call.
So now Graff finding himself in a hole here.
Yeah, so he loses his challenge break, gives up an additional point, down by 4 to Escobedo. And this is kind of where we've seen Graff have trouble. He gets down early.
As McDonough puts Pirelli on his back. That was that thud you heard, and we are underway here in the second, 5-1. Tyler Graff's got some work to do. As you see him, he fires off a shot. Nice sprawl by Escobedo. Escobedo working to the angle, and he's going to come behind for 2 more. Going to make it 7-1, Escobedo.
So now Escobedo in complete command of this match, up by 6.
Yeah, and we're seeing Graff picking it up, get his motion going a little bit, but at this point, Escobedo's so hard to score on. His hips are so good. He's got great defense, so Graff's going to need. And one thing about Graff is he's just a takedown guy. He's not a big move guy. He's not known for his guts or anything like that.
He's not going to get on top and turn you.
Not someone as good as Escobedo, anyway.
He's just got a great single leg. I mean, that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, and that's a good thing to have when you're tied or winning. But when you have to come back, that's one thing that can make it difficult. And there's going to be the finish. He's got to get a turn going here. And Escobedo kind of sitting back there. And they'll put him back up. So 4-point lead, that's 2 takedowns.
Yeah, 2 takedowns, but 2 minutes to go.
Did he give up if he gave up a 4?
It was confirmed 2 and 2. So the one thing of note, there's a caution on the board as well. So should Graff get 2 more takedowns, it'd be 7-7. He'd have criteria by caution and by last point score.
Right.
So
as he gets to a single again, whizzer from Escobedo. And let's see if he can defend this whole leg. And he beats that limp arm. Let's see, does he have a trap arm? Potentially he's got it. Ooh, did he get it? There's 2 more. Tyler Graff into the lead, 7-7. So we're kind of proven very wrong there. Not going to get on top and turn.
I think Tyler heard us, and he said, I'm going to show you guys.
We're just fueling this fire. We're just creating drama. I don't mind being wrong.
But we know he's got that amazing offense. He just well, where's that in the first period is what I want to know. But now that the onus was on him and he knew he had to go, kudos to him for converting. Now in this final minute, does he stick with that offensive strategy or does he close down and try to hang on to the 7-7?
I think you keep shooting. You don't want it to come to that. He's not been warned for passivity, so he's not going to go on the shot clock, anything like that. But, Escobedo's got that brutal double leg that he can fire off. You got to be careful. I'm trying to get back to my single because Escobedo really didn't have an answer for it with that whizzer.
Right. I mean,
Graff was ready to limp
Escobedo's points came off of a Graff shot attempt.
Right. So maybe that's in the back of Tyler's mind.
Yeah.
Good fake there. And there's a shot. Front headlock. Ooh, looking to drag out of it. It's Escobedo. He's going to get it. Going to make it 9-7 with 20 seconds to go. And now he's going to work on top, looking for a gut wrench. He's going to try to look busy here, get as much opportunity to turn on top. They're going to put him up. 13 seconds to go. Can Graff do it?
Yeah, takedown's going to win it for Graff. I mean, we know he's got the single leg, but can he get a quick finish? That's what the question's going to be.
Needs to get
10
to the
seconds.
leg soon. 10 seconds to go here. Fires, 4 seconds to go. Escobedo going to hold on here, and Angel Escobedo going to take this one, 9-7. A takedown with the last 20 seconds of the match. Escobedo going to take on Nick Simmons once again, as you see Tyler Graff
What a way to
This is
start our
upset.
men's
That was a
freestyle
great
portion
one.
today.
And it looks like McDonough and Pirelli having a good one too. 11-6 there. McDonough's lead, it looks like. And we're going to have Joe Colon, Brad Pataki first.
Yeah, I got news for you guys. Just sit where you're at, buckle up. It's going to be a fun day. You don't want to miss a